Hey y'all. Oh, it's a little bit. Ooh, I need to clean my. Hey. So, I really am having some times since living in a hotel since June 1st. If you've seen some of my other previous videos, my ceiling fell in the bedroom and still is the same. We have to get the roof fixed first. So we had someone come out and give us an estimate. Yay, we were approved for the financing of $7,000. Well, we gave them 1,000, so like 6,000, and we got a really good rate. So I've been working on my credit over the past few years, and I got a pretty good credit score, and so does my husband. But his is better than mine's. Mine's is almost at seven, like maybe like 10 points away from seven. His is probably over seven. But we did get a very low interest rate, so that's good news that I got today. Just now waiting on the start date so I can let the contractor that's going to fix the ceiling know so they can come in right behind. But anyhow, don't pay attention to the phone ringing. I'm at work and I usually don't answer the phone unless I know it's from me, for me. But anyway, so I got to tell y'all about the possible theft at my hotel home. Since last Wednesday, we have been staying at a hotel that's very nice and luxurious. It's a one bedroom, pull out sofa, queen bed, stove, full refrigerator, so I can bring my food from home to cook instead of keep buying food. But anyway, so on, I gotta start from Friday. So Friday, my husband's sister had a like a cookout for her son. One of her sons turned, I think he turned, I'm not sure, but anyway. So if you also saw from one of my other videos, my husband is the fourth of nine children. So it's a lot of young adults, young children, babies. And by my 3 year old being the only baby or child in a house full of adults, whenever she goes to her cousin's house, goes somewhere where her cousins is, oh, she is like at Disney World. And so my husband, it was Father's Day weekend. And so, and plus it was Friday, and his usual regimen is to get his 15 or 30 pack beer, and we might get some Long Island Montebello Long Island iced tea, and have some drinks, and just enjoy each other. So it's all started off with when my husband was ready to go home. He went. I got there a little later because I had to work till 7:30. So he left, and I stayed for a little longer because the baby wasn't ready to leave. So at the time when I was ready to go, the baby was outside playing, running down the street, having fun. I told the baby that it was time to go. Well, she started crying and everything. And I was taking something to the car, and I was talking to one of my nieces. And then when I turned around, I couldn't find my baby. So I'm asking everybody, I'm yelling her name, and I'm asking everybody, have you seen her? Have you seen her? And my husband was getting ready, hadn't pulled off yet. So everybody was just like, is she in the car with Steven? And I'm like, no, because I just told her, I said, Steven is going first. I said, and I told her that it was time to go home. She started crying. Well, anyway, they stopped my husband before he pulled off, asked him was the baby with him. So we're doing a search party for the baby. And it's dark. It's about almost 10 o'clock at night. It's dark. We're on Monroe Street. If anyone is from Baltimore City, Monroe Street, like Monroe and I think Baker, we were in that block. So anyway, it's dark, everybody's out. It was hot. So everybody yelling, Shaylin, where's Shaylin? My husband goes into his sister's house. She's in the bathroom hiding. He said she was using the restroom, but I really believe she was in there hiding because she didn't want to go home. Because right after I told her it was time to go home, she ran. So anyhow, I think in the midst of everybody looking for her, and especially my husband, he probably sobered up a little bit after that. He left his cell phone on one of the tables outside of his sister's home. So on our way home, I had to make a stop. I'm calling him. He's not answering the phone. I'm just thinking it's because, he was a little intoxicated. He's probably at the hotel by this time. He's asleep. Um, and then I get a phone call from his niece saying that he had left the phone. And I said, well, take it home with you. And I said, he or me will pick it up tomorrow, which was Saturday. So get to the hotel, tell my husband you left your phone, your niece took it home, blah blah blah. We'll pick it up. Okay. So Saturday we had to meet with the contractor for the roof. We did that. Then we did so much at the house. We were gonna cook out for a pre-Father's Day thing, but we were so tired, so we just went back to the hotel. I went and bought crabs and shrimp and corn, and we had our drinks and we just chilled out there. Okay, so Sunday, since we didn't get a chance to do anything, so I brought my grandson with me over to the hotel, so at least him and my daughter can have some company, because if he would have stayed at our home with his dad, he wouldn't have really been interacting with anybody. My daughter had went to gay pride, and we were going back to the hotel, so I took my grandson with me because we have a pool at the hotel. So Sunday morning, they was just there, they all playing. My husband, my son, my daughter, my baby daughter. They were gonna go to the pool. I said, "Well, I'm not gonna go to the pool. It's hot. I don't like to be in the sun. I don't like the beach. I don't like the water. It doesn't. So I said, well, okay, it's Father's Day. Well, since they're at the pool, I said, I'll go pick up his cell phone because he did need it, and he was going to eventually need it for that night because he had to be to work at 1 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning. So anyway, they go to the pool. I go back to the room. As I'm going back to the room, I see housekeeping. So whoever cleaned our room the day before, they didn't leave a mat for the floor for the shower. So when I saw her, I asked, I said, did you clean 104 yesterday? I was like, and she said, I don't know I can't remember what she said. But anyway, she was like, I said, are you going to clean 104? She looked on the chart. She said, yes, but not right now. I said, well, whoever cleaned, they didn't leave a shower mat. So do you have a shower mat? So she gave me a shower mat, and she asked if I need anything else. I said, well, do you give me some washcloths? So she gave me some washcloths, and I said, a roll of toilet paper. So then after she gave me that, she said, well, do you want me to clean? I said, yeah, I want you to still come to the room or what have you. So, all right, I go to the room, I get dressed, I leave. When I leave, she's down at the end. Well, she's actually in the room beside me cleaning. So she saw me when I left out. Now, mind you, when I got back to the room and got dressed, my grandson had left his iPhone out on the table. My husband left his car keys on the dining room table. My grandson also left his wallet out in the bedroom on the little nightstand. So me, being the type of person I am, you don't want to tempt somebody to steal anything. So you put stuff up. And a person like me, wrap up something in some socks, some underwear, clean, of course, in a drawer somewhere. So if I come back and it's not where I wrapped it up in the underwear and the pair of socks or what have you, then I know somebody stole it. And I know you was in here, instead of cleaning, you were snooping. So I wasn't going to leave the stuff out. Not saying that housekeeping steal, but some of them do, because it has happened. But you just don't leave stuff like that just laying out, in plain view. So, I put my grandson's phone in the drawer underneath some clothes. I put his wallet in underneath some socks. Put my husband's keys like over in a corner on a nightstand that's close to the window or what have you. Because I'm like, somebody could have came in there, took his key, and it says Jeep. Go out there, push the button, and they stole your car. So, anyway, I leave. I go get the phone. I come back about an hour and a half later, 2 hours later. So Shaylin, my 3 year old, she's just like, oh, come on, that's my grandson. He did something bad. He did something bad. And so my grandson's like, shut up. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. And so then my husband's in the shower and he like, Tanya, did you did you talk to did you talk to the front desk? And I'm like, no, about what? He was like, oh my goodness. He was like, we came back from the pool. Kamal saw his wallet. I mean, his phone was gone off the table. He went in the bedroom. He started crying. Put his head on his hands on his head. Then he said, "Oh, and they took my wallet. My wallet gone too." And he was just like, and I'm not paying attention to the bedroom being clean and the bed being made up and the sofa being put back and everything. I'm not paying attention to that. I'm just looking at him and listening to him, like, oh my goodness. So I called the front desk and I said it's a possible theft. Now mind you, the lady that cleaned the room was still, she was at the opposite room, diagonally across from us. Her cart was still in the hallway. She was still out there. So I'm like, well, damn. I mean, if she did steal, I said to my husband, if she did steal it, you think she would have got out of there? She would be real bold to be cleaning the room right across the hall. And she stole all the stuff. So he said, oh, I wasn't paying attention to that. He said, so then the front desk, they come around there like the FBI and they pull the lady up and the lady just started crying and she broke down crying. And he said, I felt so bad because she almost passed out. He said she fell up against the daggone wall and started sliding down the wall and started. And I'm like, well, what in the world? I said, well, I know you didn't have your phone, but you could have called me from the hotel phone. He said, well, I was looking at that. Well, it said it was 75 cents for local calls. I ain't want to hear your. I said, so you was worrying about me complaining about 75 cents being on the bill. I said, I felt like that was something important. I said, or you could have asked the front desk to call me and, I probably could have resolved this. I said, instead, you got this lady thinking she's going to lose her job and all this and that. So anyway, so now I have to go and apologize because I did tell her to clean. I did put the stuff away, but I just didn't inform my husband or my grandson. So they just automatically assume. And so when I went to go apologize to the lady, she gave me this look like, bitch, get out my face. That was, understandable, but I kind of took it the wrong way for a little bit because I'm like, I know she ain't really trying to act like she not trying to take my apology, but what she really was, she was really, really upset. She was crying. Like she was extremely upset. So then I told her, I said, well, I'm going to walk around to the front desk and I'm going to let them know, what was what. Go around to the front desk. I tell them, I left out. I did put the stuff away. They were at the pool. They didn't know. So, I'm sorry this happened. I said, and I apologized to her, and she acted like she didn't want my apology. And so the front desk was like, well, she's just really upset. She's really upset. So, as I'm walking back to the room, I did think about it. It was in a way a small percentage of my fault, but really on my husband's fault from drinking that Long Island, drinking them beers and out there in that pool and that heat. He should have thought first. He should have looked. That's one thing men don't do. Y'all don't look. Why don't y'all look before y'all just start running off the mouth? But I understand what he's meant when he said he saw our grandson crying and upset, and it just was like everything was happening so fast. So anyway, so I come back to the room and I can hear the housekeeper's manager in the room that she was cleaning talking to her, basically saying, it's okay. They apologized. It was a mistake. And, and I guess he was saying that the front desk was too quick to assume without assessing the problem or asking her. They just assumed that she, took the stuff. And, so I heard him talking to us, so I knocked on the door and he let me in. I mean, this lady face was wet Her eyes were bloodshot red. I really, really, really felt so bad. So I gave her $10. I tried to slide the $10 in her hand. I gave her a hug, and she was like, "No, no, no." I said, "No, no, please, take this." I was like, "I'm sorry. I did tell you to come clean." I didn't, inform them. They were at the pool. And I was like, but I put the stuff up. So I explained everything from the beginning to the end to her manager. And, the manager just assured her that, it's okay. It was an honest mistake. She's okay. She's not going to lose her job. So, okay. So that was a whole drama. But let me tell you this. It seemed like they not fucking with us no more after that mishap. So, okay, that was Sunday. So yesterday when I left out to go to work, I took the sign. I put the sign on the door saying no service for the room. But I did have a bag of trash that I tied up, and I sat it outside of the door. So that was at 8 o'clock in the morning. I got back at 10 o'clock that last night, and how about that bag was still there? So now I'm in my feelings like, oh, so they not gonna do nothing to our room, or they not gonna service us, or they're just gonna leave this damn trash right here. So I called the front desk, and I asked the young lady to answer the phone. I told her that I left the bag there 8 o'clock in the morning. I come back, just got back 10 o'clock at night, and the bag is still there. And she was like, she put me on hold. No, I said, did the housekeeping come down this end today? Oh, I'm not sure. Well, what you mean you're not sure? Because I thought housekeeping supposed to come every day. At least two, depending on how long a person been in the room. They say that they come twice a week. No, every 2 days to change the sheets or whatever. But if I was to have a sign on it to say no service, then of course you don't give me no service. But I mean, I said no service for the room inside. I didn't say anything about the goddamn bag. So she put me on hold. She had me on hold. Then she get back on and she gonna ask me, did I have a sign on the door? I said, well, yes, I did have a sign on the door say no service for the room, but not for the bag that's been sitting here over 12 hours. So anyhow, she said, we'll get somebody to come get it. So of course, so that was Sunday when they cleaned the room. So every 2 days, so I wanted them to come in today, like to change the sheets and give us some new towels and washcloths and stuff like that. So I wasn't sure if the young lady that cleaned our room Sunday was going to be there, but it didn't matter who was going to be there. So I left $3 in plain sight on the counter for them. Maybe I should have left a note saying for housekeeping, but I didn't. I wasn't trying to set nobody up. I just felt like, okay, it was a mishap. So I can at least leave $1 for each person, which is me, my husband, and the baby. For whoever cleans the room, they can have that little tip. Well, my husband called me not too long ago, and he said, "Did you leave $3 on the desk for the housekeeping?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "It's still here." So they really not fucking. They really not fucking with us. Like, what is the issue? Like, it's like stay. They got a note saying stay away from room 104 because they're accusing motherfuckers of stealing. Like, I told my husband said it's my fault. I said it's his fault because he should have looked instead of just blowing out all proportion because my grandson was crying. And I told him, anyway, y'all don't need to be leaving stuff out like this. Y'all, it wasn't like I was coming back to the room and staying in the room. Y'all knew I was leaving out. So the money is still there. So my husband was like, well, I don't care. He said, because I'm about to order this pizza and I'm about to get his $3 to whoever delivered this pizza. So, I feel kind of slighted that I should call them or when I get there this evening to say, well, look, I left $3 in plain sight for the housekeeper, but they ain't take it. I mean, are they not supposed to take tips? Whatever, because really I could have kept my $3, but hey. But that was my crazy story of hotel life. Like, they ain't fucking with us no more. We got 2 more days to be there. 3 more days. Yeah, to be there. But we probably had to extend it I kind of want them to either put us in another room after the 22nd or send us to another hotel because they not fucking with us. They won't even take out trash and we leave outside the door, let alone to come in when we ain't there. So what, do y'all feel comfortable? Let me ask, I don't know, some people that might deal with housekeeping in hotels. Would y'all rather the person be in there while y'all cleaning or not? Because I feel like if we're in there while y'all cleaning, then you might think we, looking at over everything you do to make sure you do everything right. Like I don't mind you being in the hotel room, but I'm like, damn, y'all ain't fucking with us no more because because my husband misjudged and thought that you stole something. So anyway, that's my Father's Day weekend mishap funny that happened with us. So who knows what's gonna happen when I go back today when I get off at the hotel. Um it's just so crazy how one little thing can just, make a person just be like, but and another thing, she kept trying to avoid us. Like that rest of that day, I gave her two hugs. I hugged her so tight. And she did, after the second hug, she took that $10, that I slipped in her hand. But she every time she heard somebody come out our door open or whatever, she would hurry up and, close the door back or whatever. I guess she was too embarrassed or what have you. But shout out to the people that do housekeeping that are honest. It was no harm meant. I know that the lady didn't steal, but then, like I said, you